Hi, welcome to Take a Break, Take a Breath for Wednesday, August 19th. I'm Rick Boyer, the pastor of Prospect Presbyterian Church, and Take a Break, Take a Breath is an invitation to pause in your day, to breathe, and to stop all of the activity for just a few moments to center yourself in God who made you, who loves you, and calls you by name. Each day I present a different psalm, and today the psalm is Psalm 64. Psalm 64 is a prayer for help or a lament or complaint. And the complaint takes the form, it looks rather militaristic with talk of arrows and swords, but I think they are all metaphors, or we can read them all as metaphors for words and the use of words in their destructive ways. And it talks about, see if any of this sounds familiar to you, people who use words as weapons, who practice conspiracies, and who believe that they are beyond punishment. And the psalmist cries out for help as the psalmist describes all of that. And then the second half of the psalm is a reversal of all of the damage that is done because of the activity of God. And it finishes with the verse that I want to read to you. Let the righteous rejoice in the Lord and take refuge in God. Let all the upright in heart glory. So I invite you to go to a place in your house that is quiet, a room where you might be able to close the door and there's a comfortable chair, and settle into that chair and feel the strength and support of that chair. Feel it as it supports you on the back of your legs, and feel the support of the back of that chair on your back. If it has arms, feel the support of the arms on your elbows. And close your eyes and take some deep breaths. And as you breathe in the breath of God, that good, clean, fresh air. And as you breathe out all that separates you from God. Breathe in the breath of God, breathe out all that separates you from God. Breathe in the breath of life, and breathe out all that does not bring life. And with each deep breath, relax. Feel the calming, peaceful, loving presence of God. Feel that healing power to bring all of the anxiety to a place of peace and stillness. Imagine that the peace of God washes over you like water, running down over your head and your face, bringing relaxation to your face and your jaw, releasing the anxiety that you might hold there. Let that water run down over your neck, and as it does so, the peace and the calm of God comes to the muscles in your neck, and they relax, and the anxiety floats away. Let that water run down over your shoulders and your arms to the tips of your fingers, and open up your hands, maybe turn them palms up so that you can receive God's love and grace and peace. Let the muscles in your shoulders and your arms and your hands relax. It runs down over your chest and your stomach and your back. And as it does so, the tensions in those muscles are released, and the anxieties you're feeling in those parts of your body float away and melt away. It runs down over your thighs and your calves. And the peace of God comes to those muscles and they relax. It runs down over your feet to the tips of your toes, so that you are washed from head to toe in the peace and presence and love of God. And then in your mind's eye, go to a sanctuary. It could be a church sanctuary, it could be a chapel in the woods, it could be a place where you feel close to God. There are places to sit. And you're sitting there considering all of the flames and arrows that have been shot at you lately. All of the things that seem like an assault, the words that come, the struggles that come. All of the things that you see as flames and flaming arrows and swords shot at others. You're thinking about all of those things. And in comes God to that place, God and Jesus. And he sits down beside you. And he invites you to talk. And he responds to the things that you are saying. Have a conversation with Jesus now in this moment. And I'll be quiet. And then the time comes to say goodbye. And so the two of you say goodbye in whatever way is appropriate. And after you say goodbye, you allow that image to fade away. And you bring yourself back to the room where you are. And when you are ready, open your eyes. Well, that's Take a Break, Take a Breath for Wednesday, August 19th. If you need someone to talk or pray with, or you want to send feedback, send it to rick@prospectchurch.org.